Hi, and welcome back to the Dr. Ramsey Show. Last week, a few patients actually were sharing with me a product they were getting from a health food store that's not necessary, and I want to share a little bit more about that. So you hear me talk about our microbiome, right? Our immune system that is regulated by our gut. 80% of our immune system is in our gut. And so we talk about probiotics. That's a big part of our microbiome. And I have several here that I'm going to go through with you. And, refrigerated probiotics is old medicine, old science. There are ways to stabilize probiotics now where they do not have to be refrigerated. Maybe not all, but all of the ones that we carry are not refrigerated, and therefore we get better patient compliance. When I used to get mine and keep in the refrigerator, my compliance was poor as well. So I wanted to go through them and show you a few different things about these probiotics and why we use them when we do. So the very basic one that I'm going to talk about is the one that we're born with. This is called Saccharomyces. It's a single strain. It is such an important strain for our gut that if I ever put a patient on antibiotic, they'll take this whole bottle to prevent yeast infections, to prevent C. diff, etc. And I'll have them take 3 capsules twice a day until done to protect their microbiome. Very basic, very important. Another staple in my house is Orthobiotic. It has Saccharomyces in it, but it also has the other 2 strains that are very common and necessary, Lactobacillus and Bifidobacillus. So this is a very good staple to take, and none of these have to be refrigerated. Orthobiotic 100 is very similar. It doesn't have Saccharomyces, but it has higher doses of Bifido and Lactobacillus. And what's really good is to change up our probiotics so that our gut gets different information. It's a very powerful microbiome that needs different information all of the time. This one is for women, in particular women that get a lot of yeast infections or maybe BV, bacterial vaginosis. It's called Orthobiotic Woman, and 1 twice a day will help with that, almost in every single case, while we treat whatever organism is causing that. Then we have, this one is for traveling diarrhea. Like if you ever have Montezuma's Revenge, you go to Mexico and eat food that doesn't agree with you, this will pull it out of your body, prevent you from getting sick with it. I will always travel with this. And I always feel bad when patients get it and I forgot to tell them to take it with them. That's how well it works. The last 2 I'm going to talk about is Probiomax is a very unique strain. It's a blister pack. It's got a strain called How Are You with very good research on it. It's the only product that has that strain. So I will rotate this one in as well for my diversity. And then lastly, there's one more, I don't have it here, but the one I'll talk about last are these sachets. They're powders. Probiotic 225 billion units, really powerful. It's good to take 1 to 2 times a week. Unless we're actually healing something in the gut, then we take it every single day. The last one I don't have that's here on our shelf is called our Spore Probiotic, which is used in very specific cases like SIBO and H. pylori after the organisms are gone. And in patients who don't tolerate any other probiotics, Spore Probiotics is what I would suggest. And then the one last thing that's kind of new science, and not very new, it's been around a couple of years, but it's getting louder, and that's the importance of prebiotics. We do not need prebiotics, we eat prebiotics. And as long as our digestion has diversity too, with things like, if you don't like sauerkraut, you could just eat some onions and garlic. Those are prebiotics. I eat them every single day. And what we eat, the fiber from vegetables is what probiotics feed off of. We don't need to take prebiotics. And also, my colon hydrotherapist, Rosemary, told me that people who take prebiotics often make their gut worse. So if you're taking a prebiotic and you're not feeling good, maybe stop it and just take a probiotic. Make sure the quality of your probiotics are good, and that your gut is responding, de-inflaming, less gas, effortless bowel movements, etc. Thank you for listening. It's a very important topic to me, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll be back next week. Bye-bye.